adrenaline kicked in, and hoping nothing else was going to happen. All I was informed was an officer got shot and there was an active shooter going on. So I was a lot of things going through my mind, hoping, there's not a shootout. Hopefully nobody else got hurt.
We're hearing from witnesses who were caught in the middle of this morning's chaos. Let's get to Samantha Pastorino, who's live right now. Samantha.
Waverly, you just heard Anna say that at 6:20 this morning, an Omaha police officer was shot at that Quick Trip. And then at 7 a.m., the suspect was apprehended here at the McDonald's on 114th and Dodge. Now, all of this happened in the heat of the morning commute, and several witnesses saw it, including one woman who says she lives across the street from that Quick Trip. She says she heard multiple gunshots around 6:20, and when she looked out her window, she saw a massive police response.
I heard a lot of sirens going by on the expressway, and it's not unusual for that to happen, but I heard more and more and more sirens. So at that point, I went out to our bathroom window to see what was going on, and I saw police officers just circling around the apartment complex on Dodge, on the roads near Quick Trip. I could see police in the parking lot of Quick Trip.
Now, that was her experience at 120th and Dodge. Now moving to McDonald at 114th, where I am, that's where the suspect was taken into custody. One man, he was in the drive-thru getting food as the scene here erupted.
While I was at the speaker ordering my meal, all of a sudden there was a massive police presence and surrounded the building, my vehicle, and then they instructed me to back up into the corner as multiple agents ran towards the building with their guns drawn.
The man you just heard from also took this video. This is a video of the suspect being taken into police custody. Earlier, we blurred this video, but Omaha police confirmed about 10 minutes ago that the man in this video is the suspect. Omaha police said the officer who was shot is awake and talking right now at the hospital. Omaha police say they also plan to share more information later today. We will keep you updated with that on air and online. Reporting live at 114th and Dodge, Samantha Pastorino, KETV, News Watch 7.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praise is due to the Most High. And I'm going to let you listen to the sheriff of Omaha, the police chief, tell you how this situation occurred, which I think is kind of suspicious. But if you notice from this video, the news showed a video of the alleged shooter being led out of the restaurant after the shooting. Now, this seems to be a young black man. But of course, how many mass shootings and catastrophes have they not shown the shooter, period, more or less on the first day? It normally takes about 2, 3, or 4 days. As the lady mentioned, they blurred this out first, but then they confirmed that that was him. So they're going to show the world, listen, look, this is it. This is the problem, the black man. And if you see, they had all types of military personnel at that restaurant to get this suspected shooter. It's definitely a mystery to me that he was taken alive. And if this is the alleged shooter, why did they put him on the screen so quick? Now I'm going to let you listen to the sheriff. Now see if you can tell the difference between the narrative and his tone and his demeanor. If it was a white shooter, then the demeanor that he's showing now, since it's a black shooter. Just compare his tone to the numerous shootings that we have had of police officers where white men were involved. See if you guys can tell a difference. And these videos are fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. Just watch.
Okay, I want to start off by saying good morning to the city of Omaha. Let me give an update of what took place here at the convenience store at 120th and Dodge. About 6 o'clock this morning, officers responded to a 911 call. 2 officers responded. The employees of the business here called the police because somebody walked in, a black male walked in. He was acting erratic, making a lot of incoherent statements. His body language was very aggressive. He was talking about the KKK, making statements like that. The 2 officers arrived, confronted him just right outside of the business. They had a conversation with the individual, which turned into gunfire. 1 officer was struck in the head by a round. He did, from what I saw in the video, continue on with the gunfight. The mayor and I just left Bergen Mercy Hospital. We visited with the officer. We were able to talk to him. We feel that his condition looks very good at this point as far as the prognosis. He's a 15-year veteran in the Omaha Police Department. We spoke to him and his family. After the shooting occurred, the suspect ran towards 120th and Dodge at the McDonald's, where we got another 911 call. Officers converged on that scene and was able to take the suspect into custody without incident, no further gunfire. Very lucky this morning we did not lose an Omaha police officer. And for the past week, I've heard a lot of scrutiny put on the Omaha Police Department. A lot of scrutiny that wasn't true. Some of it was false. Quite frankly, it's gotten a little bit out of control. We have a job to do in this city. These officers respond every day. They put their lives on the line. Being police officers protecting this city. And sometimes that's not the best circumstance that somebody may find themselves in, but they're doing their job. And I'm going to ask everybody in the city to calm down the scrutiny on the Omaha Police Department, who's doing an incredible job for this community. The crime reduction has been unprecedented. The community relations is something we put at the forefront at all times. It's gone too far. This is an example of the dangers of this job. We're very lucky we didn't lose a police officer this morning. Okay, I'm going to turn this over to the mayor of Omaha, John Ewing, and I will come back and take a few questions. Okay, thank you, Mayor. I'm going to take a few questions.
Yeah, I guess first of all, you said he ran towards the McDonald's. What took place at the McDonald's? Did he get inside of the McDonald's at all?
The details surrounding his arrest, I don't have all the particulars, but employees of the McDonald's did call 911 concerned about an armed party at that scene, and that's when Omaha police converged and took him into custody without incident at that point.
Chief, I may have missed, what started here? What was the instigating?
The origin behind the officer's arrival at this location at 120th and Dodge here is a 911 call from the employees inside the business. Employees inside the QT called because somebody came in and instantly put them on edge. He was very aggressive. He was erratic. He looked angry, and he was speaking in incoherent terms. So law enforcement responded to that request for that 911 call. They met that individual outside.
Did he show a weapon at all?
Not inside the store, from what I understand. 2 officers responded to the scene. One more question.
What's the timeline? I mean, how long did the McDonald's call come after doing so?
Relatively close after. The original 911 call was around 6 in the morning. That came fairly shortly after he left the scene here. Now, the officers did talk to him for a little bit before this broke down into a shooting, okay? We will keep the media updated on this particular matter today, of course. I'm giving you what I can right now because I know it's of importance to our community. I want to thank the media for coming out and doing their job. And until we can get back to everybody, I want to just say have a great day to the city of Omaha. We'll be back to you as soon as we can.
All right, so you tell me what you think about the tone of that police chief or sheriff. First of all, those employees at the Quick Trip are, in my opinion, solely responsible because you heard them say it was a suspect, a black male. He came into the gas station and he immediately put them on edge. He looked angry. He was acting erratic. He was speaking incoherent, saying things like the KKK. Like, I don't believe none of that, a word of that, description. Once again, that was a basic Karen move. I wasn't there, but if you notice, anytime that police are called on black men, those are buzzwords that they use. He was acting erratic, strange, incoherent. He looked angry. His body language was aggressive. All of those things are not able to be quantified, are they not able to be proven, just by the naked eye. That just goes in the natural perception. Oh, it's a black man, I'm scared of him. And that is why you see them put him instantly on the news. And you heard him talking, that guy talking about, the rhetoric against police. And, this has got to stop. Police officers put their lives on the line every day. I skipped through the mayor's comments. He was talking about, people need to take politics. And he used the word public safety. All of these are buzzwords when it comes to this type of situation, if he allegedly did this. But if you go back to any other of the police shootings, it's all about sympathy for the victim. Very little sympathy was shown for him, but it was about tough on crime. Stop using rhetoric against the police. These police do their job. They put their lives in danger, this, that, and the other. It was that tone. It wasn't a very sympathetic tone when white men allegedly shoot the police. Once again, this happened today in Omaha, Nebraska at about 6:20 a.m. And they paraded that black man right on the news as soon as possible, man. You can't. If you go back to the last 6 or 7 police shootings that I've done right here on this channel, which were done by white men, you didn't see that white man. You probably still ain't seen some of the white men who did those shootings, man. So we have to be careful once again about the narrative or how the police and the news media share these videos. But y'all see the number 919-587-7782. If you do like this content, please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it allows this channel to keep growing. But I do thank you for liking, watching, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on these videos. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings.